Loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
We got this. No, 319. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And the kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
We got double up, double up. Pilot, 64, weak. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Mike 50.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say. Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
36, 30. Hey, alert, alert, Blue. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Quickstone, travel. Red, talk. Hey, 18. Hot.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No score after one on EA Sports. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That was a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They try again with Montgomery. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Lock in.
Trubisky will throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 6 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know. Mike spot 9.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Right here.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 48 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Bears 7, Bears 6. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Red, check 25. Hey, I7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyler Ervin back deep. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
1
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got his man, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Mike, 26. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Hey, dude. Mike, 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Go, baby. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lock in. Right 52. Alert.
Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Watch twist. Hey, switch gears.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He's got a man. Complete. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Wide.
Here's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That goes for a gain of 31.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
59 mark, 59 mark. Stay with your man.
Now Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
18.
Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, Charlie!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find out play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, that's Allison. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
1st and 10.
Trubisky now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch out, watch out.
They gonna need some therapy. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, bro.
Switch. He's
Alert.
bang.
Alert.
Bang, bang.
Yes.
Trubisky will throw. It's complete to Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
22 jet bomber.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Alert.
Hey, Mike 52.
Hands up.
Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Watch the eye. Where you at? Who's that?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
That's the score. Bears 13. Packers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Be ready.
Inside. Hey, Delta.
59.
To throw is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Back to throw. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get up! 180!
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Boy.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, alert!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now a run with Montgomery. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say